Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button on your way in, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. We're back, baby. We got another great episode for you guys today. Top 5 defensive players Miami should keep. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just a lot of truth telling that I'm gonna have to confess today, but it's okay because guess what? I like to be proven wrong, and you know what? Hey, you have to admit it. Whenever you don't necessarily get it right, you gotta admit it. So I will admit a couple things that I feel like I was right, another thing that I feel like I should have been better. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thank you so much. Good morning, Chef Jew. Welcome. Shout out to all the members, guys. And if you continue to love this show, if you continue to love the channel, thank you so much for everybody. Literally just supporting the channel. I appreciate all of you guys. Please do me a favor. Do me a favor. Hit that like button on your way in, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you. Like and subscribe. So let me go ahead and get started, guys. We've got 5 players for you. Let's get into it. Chop Robinson, ladies and gentlemen. Chop Robinson. The Miami Dolphins, as you guys may or may not remember, they took Chop Robinson last year. No, definitely not last year. 2 years ago in their draft, and they took him in the first round, pick 20th. Now, I'm going to be honest 100%. I was extremely furious. Extremely furious. I personally didn't feel like Chop Robinson was the pick when there were so many other guys available for us. Graham Barton. But, what am I going to say? But we did spend a first round pick. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, we should keep him. No, we shouldn't keep him. Oh, he hasn't done anything. He better be doing this. I have a lot of expectations for that young man, being that he was drafted so high. When you're drafted in the first round, your expectations are always going to be very, very high. He, for me, has been a little bit underwhelming. I'm not even going to lie. I've been a little bit underwhelmed with Chop Robinson, mostly because the expectations were absolutely there. He's been in the league, like I said, you guys, since 2 years ago in 2024 when we drafted him in that first round in the 21st overall pick. So far in the NFL, he's only had 47 tackles. In 2 years, 47 tackles. I'm gonna need a little bit more than that, especially when you're picked up so high in the draft. And that's what's a little bit upsetting. Now, being that he's still, of course, being a rookie, first, second year player, sometimes you got to give him a little bit grace. They're adjusting to the NFL, so I totally understand. 10 sacks. That's all he's had in the last 2 years. That's an average of 5 sacks a year. Now, I understand he had a little dinged up. Okay, it's understandable. It happens. 1 forced fumble, 5 pass breakups. But you can't give me that type of production being picked so high. So my expectations for this year for Chop Robinson is for him to, now that he has Halfley, hopefully a lot of people are assuming that we're going to go from a 3-4 to a 4-3, or maybe still our base might be 4-3, but he will still switch it up to 3-4 depending on who the opponents are. I totally understand. Halfley is a defensive-led minded head coach. I'd like to see how he utilizes Chop Robinson, if he's going to use him on the edge as he should, obviously, being an edge rusher. And I want to see that. I need to see that level of next step. I need to see minimum 10 sacks this year for Chop Robinson, for me not to feel like this was a reach. because literally nobody, I still remember that draft. Nobody, not even in the mainstream media, not even in the Dolphins content creators, none of them had us picking Chop Robinson at 21. Not one. Okay, there was one guy, one content creator, some random dude. Everybody else had us picking someone else, not Chop Robinson. But you know, Mike McDaniel, him and I will draft an edge rusher every first round if I could. Anywho, but that's what you're dealing with. To me, he is just not an every down edge rusher. He's having some issues adjusting to the NFL. And a lot of the issues that I have with him is him finishing tackles. Because, no offense, 47 tackles in 2 years is horrible as an edge rusher. And to me, I need to see a lot more from him. Now, I understand some people say he's situational. He's not really every down edge rusher. He's not a really good pass rusher. He's still developing. Okay, I will give him the grace, but I need him to step up drastically for us to be able to go ahead and move forward. But I think they should still keep him. He's still on his rookie contract. It doesn't hurt to keep him. Try to see if he can develop him. Maybe, move him to the other side of the ball. We'll see. One thing I will say is he's lucky that the head coach is a defensive head coach. And I think that's going to help him develop a little bit better. Unfortunately, he was drafted by an offensive head coach, having Anthony Weaver as his DC for those first 2 years might not have been the best for him. But now that, Halfley is a defensive led head coach, he should be able to extract the most out of Chop Robinson, and that's what we're waiting for. Hopefully, that's what we see. But I still think you don't waste him. It's no real trade value. Why not? At least the one thing I will give him, he does have NFL experience, which is great for him. I will always take NFL experience over an unproven rookie or a UDFA that I've never seen before step a foot on that NFL field. At least he's got experience. I will give him that. He needs to break. This needs to be a breakout third year for him. Because if they do that, then I think that he'll be able to save his career here. Now, I get it. We need a lot of help in that D line. We need a lot of help in our defense overall. I think that they shouldn't let go of him. I still think they should keep Chop Robinson and try to see if they can develop him. Honestly, but that's just where I'm at when it comes to Chop Robinson. So we gotta see. But I still think he's definitely one of the guys that I would keep. Still in that rookie contract. He's only costing us $4 million for that first rookie contract. Super cheap. Why not? More bodies. You know what I mean? Especially with all the injuries that happen in the NFL, you want more bodies. Now, hopefully, Halfley will be able to develop him even more, and that'll be better and more beneficial for us. But you guys tell me, what do you think? What do you guys think about Chop Robinson? Let me see here. What's up, D? Chop is wasting his God-given talent himself. You have to question his work ethic if he fails this year. Facts. That's a great point right there. Jeff and Sully may need to double tap on edge in the draft because of Chop's slow growth. I get that. Thank you so much for coming through. What's up, Jay Gatto? Welcome. Chop better start chopping them QBs or he's out of here. Facts. Absolute facts. Chop is a situational player. Greer made a mistake drafting a situational player with such a high pick. And that is probably one of the other things that, frustrates the most is you cannot pick situational players. And you have to have starters in the first round, period. Guys, you can drop in the first week and boom, they're producing. not somebody that you're developing in the first. Like but that's just my philosophy. So I totally understand what you mean when it comes to that. Appreciate you. Chef dude, welcome back, Lady Dolphin fans. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. He has potential to be great, but it's definitely on Coach Half to bring it out of him for Chop to be elite. Honestly, at this point, it's exactly what I'm feeling. And it's a little bit frustrating. I'm not going to lie. It is a little bit frustrating. Oh, I mean, a second, guys. There it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The next player I believe that the Miami Dolphins should keep is Zach Sealer. But wait, Miss Fans, what do you mean? Zach Sealer is old. He's like 100 years old. First of all, he's only 30. Relax. He is in that middle of the prime. And I'm gonna give you some reasons why we should keep him. And some reasons why I can understand why some of us might want to move on from him. And it's natural. Now, one of the main reasons why I think we should keep him is the fact that it's his experience more than anything else. I do believe we need leadership in that defense. We lost our leadership. You guys remember him, that lovable bear, Calais Campbell? Man, I love that guy. Somebody that you know that was a leader can bring it out of everybody, and that was given his all every single play. That's one thing I do love about Zach Sealer. Now, is he great? Is he perfect? No. Has he made some boneheaded? I'm like, oh God, Zach, you're making us look wrong. Come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, now he did sign a 3-year, $64 million extension with us in 2025, so he's still in the roster. You're still paying him. But this is the thing. I get it, Miss Phins. We're in a rebuild. Why would we spend money on a guy that is going to waste his career while we're here rebuilding? Well, you need somebody. Like, I don't know what to tell people. You need people. Like, you do. And the thing is, the moment for you to have traded off Sealer would have been last year. And the Dolphins did not do that. They didn't. Now, could the Dolphins still trade, and try to get something for Zach Sealer? Sure. Every team can. Like, that's a no-brainer. But the only thing is, if you trade Zach Sealer, you're just gonna have to replace him with another draft pick. Now, mind you, we have 11 draft picks, so I understand we could just pick somebody else. Experience. You still need experience. You cannot have babies leading babies. You need some sort of adult and veteran to be able to help out these young guys adjust from college to the pros. And I truly believe Zach Sealer is a perfect person for that for us. Now, again, we have an out in 2027 next year. We can save money, by cutting him after this year, and still give ourselves an opportunity to have a solid guy this year. I like that, and I prefer that. I do. Because one thing that Sassila showed me is that he can adjust. He's a flexible defensive player. He played with Christian Wilkins, Calais Campbell. He played with Biggers. He played with all these other defensive players. Kenneth Grant. He played with John Robinson. God, I'm gonna kick you off. He played with all these rookies. You know what I mean? And he was actually effective, guys. So I'm okay with keeping him if we decide not to, because we need somebody here, And that's just where I'm at when it comes to Zach Sealer. I truly believe his veteran leadership will be perfect because even example, the Miami Heat had Udonis Haslem number 15 in the depth chart, but he was there to set the culture. And I've never met anybody in my life that said Zach Sealer was a softie. Mm-mm. I'm not saying he's a pit bull, but he ain't no, he's no, he's not a chihuahua. He he's got it in him. To me, he's a dog. The thing is, I know we want to go ahead, new regime, turn everything over, but I think he's a foundational player or at least a transitional player from what it was to what it could be. And that's why for me, I'm okay with keeping somebody like Zach Sealer that's going to give me that veteran leadership for all the guys I'm going to be drafting in that defense because I think this is going to be a very defensively, excuse me, heavy draft for the Dolphins. I truly believe that. And you know what? One thing I know is that whomever we draft and we bring in, Zach Sealer is going to help that man develop much quicker with all the experience he has. That's why I will keep Zach Sealer. But I understand why some people might want to maybe get a draft pick. But what are you going to get at most? A fifth, a sixth? For that, I'd rather keep the experience. I much rather keep the experience because at least I know I'm. How many people are we paying that are not in this draft in this team this upcoming year? The Miami Dolphins have over $100 million in dead cap for players that are not even playing here. So for a 6th-round pick or 7th, whatever you guys may think, yeah, I'm keeping Zach Sealer. I'll take his experience. Help me with the younger guys. And I think that's exactly what the Dolphins are going to be doing with him. But again, they could trade him if they want to. Everybody is tradable. Everybody. And that is something the Dolphins, this new regime, have shown you. Everybody's tradable. So for me, yeah, Zach Sealer for sure. He's a keeper, and they should keep him. But what say you guys? You tell me. Let me see here. What's up, delusional? Welcome, welcome. Can't have babies leading babies unless you have Tommy Tommy Pickles. That's funny, man. You are hilarious. Jeju says I've been a huge fan of Sealer and knew him since his time in Baltimore. I knew he was going to be great after signing him. He's been great, double teamed every game to give the other D linemen some relief. Oh yeah, a chance to eat, but some didn't take advantage of it. Exactly. Hey man, great point. Absolutely great point. What's up, Cat for Life? What's Phins? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all. We got our awesome. Oh man, Michelle, you and your husband. I love you guys. Thank you so much for helping out the channel, man. You guys being members, man. I know it might seem like just a couple dollars, but it really does help out the channel so much. Real quick, I mean, I gotta show the door. I got 3 more plays to show you guys, but I'm gonna say this real quick, guys. I got promoted at work, so if you haven't seen me as much as because I've been busting my butt for the promotion, and Baruch Hashem, thank you God, thank you guys, such a blessing for me and my family. So I'm just so grateful for you guys to still support Miss Phins, still be here, still, show your love with your donations and memberships and your likes, watching the show. So thank you so much, guys, because it really has been such an amazing blessing. And I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm so grateful, guys. Like, seriously, so grateful. And I couldn't have done it without you. I couldn't have done it without you. There's no way I could have done any of what I did without you guys. And I'm so grateful. Oh man, so grateful for it. Seriously, More than you know. More than you know. So thank you. Thank you for being there, guys. So hit that like button, guys. Continue to hit that like button because it's been amazing. Miss seeing you on here. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. And again, I'm working on a new layout for the show, just so you guys know. And some stuff that I'm gonna be tweaking. I'm dropping videos just so you know. If you guys want to continue to support the channel and be members, I'm putting out my videos to my members first. All my videos, you guys are gonna get it first before it. I'm gonna try to see if I can do some special videos just for the members, but I want to give you guys that extra, see before I give it out to the public because you guys are supporting every single month, showing your love to Miss Phins, and I'm just so grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, Linda? Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Do you have plans to do a mock draft show? Oh, absolutely, D. Oh my gosh. Listen, because you guys may or may not know, I've been planning on this, 5-player top 5 defense to keep. I've got some other shows that I'm gonna be working on as well. And I hate doing the draft, but I think this year I'm looking at it a little bit different. But I'm not gonna lie, Greer pissed me off. That's why I hated doing the draft. Just being honest. But now that Greer is no longer here, I can have some hope in enjoying this draft process. So I will be doing drafts. I wanna start doing a series where I can maybe give you the top 3 in different positions, maybe the top 3 to 5 players in different positions, and not just like what everybody is, Messidor and this and that, like, or Mendoza. I'm like, we're never getting Mendoza. Why would I waste my time in Mendoza? Like, what are we doing here, people? Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like some people. But yeah, so no, I'm gonna actually do players that I think the Dolphins have a legitimate chance of getting. So I want to break those players down, give you a little bit of player info, and then what I think about the player and how they might fit well with the Dolphins. New regime. Thank God it's a new regime. I'll take it. I couldn't do it anymore. Real quick, other side of that before I get back to our regularly scheduled show for today. Um, when I heard, it's so interesting, it's so weird to me. When I heard that Christopher Greer was fired, I couldn't breathe, man. Like tears, like it was so ridiculous. I'm like, why am I getting so emotional about this? But it was tears coming down. Like, thank you, God. Thank you. Oh my God. You love me. Oh, seriously. I was crying. I was so happy. Like I was on cloud 9. I'm like, we're free. The shackles are off. Thank you, God. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Lord. The shackles were off, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It was such a like all the weight came in the world when Greer was fired. When they said the Miami Dolphins have released Tua Tagovailoa, I literally this is how I felt. Next, like zero emotions, zero emotions for that man because it's such a roller coaster of stuff that we have to deal with. And I told you guys, he ain't gonna be here in 20 years. I'm gonna be here in 20 years, and so the Miami Dolphins. So I'm just gonna bide my time in this prison sentence that I have. But man, I thought Greer was a life sentence without parole for sure. Cause my God, that was rough. You're a bunch of Greer haters. I am. You know what? No, I can't use that word. That word is too strong. I passionately dislike Christopher Alois Greer III. And I'm so glad we're free from him. I am. Woo! Anyways, let's get back, guys. So I've got the next player, ladies and gentlemen, that I think the Miami Dolphins should keep in defense. And that would be Jordan Phillips. Jordan Phillips. This guy was drafted in the 5th round last year. In his rookie season, he got a total of 34 tackles. This is where I have to bring the confessional, guys. This is where I have to bring the confessional. I did not want Jordan Phillips. I was like, I can't believe it. This is the reason why. Shador Sanders was still there in the 5th round, and we were picking. The Jordan Phillips pick was literally that pick, and he was still available. Shador got picked the pick right after Jordan Phillips. I just thought, look, we need a quarterback. I can't stand the Tuneers, but it is what it is. I love Deion Sanders. And you know what? I'm not gonna hold his dad, against pro or against his kids. So I wanted Shador. I wasn't really thrilled about it, but I'm like, for a 5th round, who was originally predicted to be first? Yes. I may not always like players, but if I'm getting a super deal, I'm taking a deal. Like, I'm sorry. Who wouldn't? So yeah, for me, I think he should have been the pick. But again, I don't make those decisions. I just work here. And we picked Jordan Phillips. I'm like, oh my God, another defensive tackle. And I was like, these people just can't. Excuse me. Now he ended up being nose tackle for us. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. He wasn't so bad. At first, I'm like, I'm not seeing much, and then you could see the progression. He was every game he was getting better. Every game he was progressing. He was doing. He played all 17 games, started in 16. So that tells you really, really, really good things about him. He had 8 solo tackles, 26 assisted tackles, 1 tackle for loss. I like that I saw growth from him even in year 1. Interestingly enough, not what I've seen from Chop Robinson when we first drafted him. I saw him struggling. But then again, being a situational edge rusher didn't really help his development either. Jordan Phillips, man, he proved me wrong. He proved me why it was actually a good pick. And you know what? I'm glad. He's young, rookie contract. Let me see here. 3 years. Oh no, wrong guy. Yeah, rookie. He's still in his rookie contract. He's only costing us $1.1 million with that rookie contract. Please. And now he's got a whole year of NFL experience. Oh, let's go. Now, could he be traded? Yeah, everybody's tradable. But I don't think the Dolphins will because, again, being that this is going to be his 2nd year, still developing, he showed progression. I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy for him that he was able to go ahead and actually produce. Came out of Tennessee, and then transferred to Maryland. And you're a Florida guy. Like, literally. Went to Ocoee High School in Florida. Let's go. But yeah, no. To me, this is exactly what I want to see in young players. I want to see development and I want to see growth throughout the season. I love the fact that he played all 17 games. That's great for me. That's great experience because I'm a proponent that especially young guys, they need to be thrown out there for them to develop. That's why I think, example, Kader Kohu, because we were in such need of cornerbacks, was able to develop faster because he literally was thrown to the deep end as our nickel corner. And you know what? I think that helped him develop even more. Now, there's a lot of things he's not very good at, but I still think he developed. Obviously, didn't play last year because of his injury, but we got to see exactly what ends up happening here, right? Now, for Jordan Phillips, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Give me more Jordan Phillips. Let me continue to see him. To me, I think he's gonna continue to develop really well. Um, and to be honest with you, I mean, he was picked in the 5th round. Kenneth Grant was our other nose tackle. Based on a 3-4, by the way. I don't think he's developed as well, and he was a first round pick. So, yeah, I'll give it to Jordan Phillip. He took his opportunity and did not let it go, and you can see that. And I love that he continues to develop, and I want to see more of that. And I think again, having a defensive minded head coach is going to help him develop even more and pair him with other seniors like you have Zach Sealer, pair him with even the rookies that are becoming in. He's going to be able to go ahead and develop even faster. So I'm looking for some really good development from Jordan Phillips, which is why I think the Dolphins definitely should, and I feel very confident that they will keep him. Because the most you're gonna get from a rookie like that, besides the fact that he's on a rookie contract, what, a 7th round pick? Please. Why? Why? No. He's good enough. We'll keep him. So for me, Jordan Phillips, definitely the guy that I want to be able to have here. And I think the Dolphins should, and I think they will keep Jordan Phillips. What's up, Cat for Live? We're still mock draft. Hey man, we're gonna be doing mock draft, but you gotta you gotta give me a little bit, man. I gotta I gotta work on some stuff. I told you I wanna talk about the different positions, offense, defense, top 3 guys. I think we should look into that. We could get instead of just randomly saying random guys. And then yeah, I'm gonna be doing several mock drafts, not just one. But I appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate it. Honestly. Thank you so much. Tyrell Dodson, ladies and gentlemen. Tyrell Dodson is the other gentleman in which I believe the Miami Dolphins should keep. I really love Tyrell Dodson, man. I do. To me, Tyrell Dodson was such, such a great addition to the Dolphins as a free agent. Thank you, Lord. Because man, we claimed it off of waivers in 2024, and I'm so glad that we got him. And he also re-signed in 2025 with us, 2-year, $8.25 million contract. And he started with us last year. He finished second in Dolphins in tackles and third in sacks. Let's talk about it, man. Like, Tyrell Dodson to me is such a great player, great defensive player. And I do believe that this is a player that, can you get draft capital for him? Yeah, but we're so thin in linebackers. We need guys, and this is a great guy. That I think the Miami Dolphins should get. So I definitely want to focus on Tyrell Dodson, and I think that the Miami Dolphins really love him. So far in his NFL career, he's had 379 tackles, 11 and a half sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, 13 pass deflections, and 4 interceptions. So he's giving you a lot of production overall in his career, but for the Dolphins specifically, being number 2 in tackles, that's beautiful. Last year, he had 129 combined tackles, 72 of them were solo, 57 assisted, 10 tackles for loss, 6 QB hits, 5 sacks, And that was all last year. He also had 3 interceptions and 3 pass breakups and 1 interception. Guess what? Tyrell Dodson, with his 1 interception, had more interceptions than the New York Jets. Okay, all last year. What's up, TD in the building? Welcome. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming through. But yeah, this to me, this is a great player for us. Do you think the Dolphins should still draft a QB at 11? I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nobody that's screaming at me right now at 11 for a QB. I want to draft a QB, period. I just don't know if at 11 I want to draft a QB. I think there are other positions that are much higher needs, or at least that I value a little bit more, simply because I feel like Malik and yours are really great guys that I like in that QB space. But I want to draft a quarterback. I just don't think in the first, not at 11. Not at 11. Now, if we trade back, I know we got 30th. If it's 30th, then yeah, I mean, at 30th, I don't mind. At 30th, I don't mind drafting a quarterback. 11th, absolutely not. No. There's nobody out there that's screaming like, "Oh my gosh." But I've heard you say this a million times. That's the one position that you're gonna have to continue to try, continue to try, continue to try, and the most viable tend to be in that first, second round. So yeah, I agree, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, especially since, again, I just don't think that there's anybody here. I'm allergic to Alabama quarterbacks. I know Ty Simpson's being linked a lot to the Dolphins. I know you love him, but I don't know. I have to do my due diligence with him. But at 30th, yes, I would take a quarterback at 30th. I am not taking in this draft class a quarterback at 11. No. But that's just me. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Now, Tyrell Dodson, guys, him and Jordan Brooks have been phenomenal for the Dolphins. And I love Tyrell Dodson because of his consistency. He played all 16 games, started all 16 games. One game he wasn't there. But I'm telling you right now, this is such a great foundational piece. Oh, but you're gonna be wasting his talents because this is a rebuild year. What? We are rebuilding, of course, but you still need players. And honestly, the way the Dolphins are positioning themselves, I don't think this is a throwaway year. No, I'm not saying Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Internally, I am. But as far as, oh, is this a complete like 2019? We're getting a number one overall pick for sure. Uh yeah, I'm not seeing that. I actually do think that they're positioning themselves that I don't think it's gonna be to the level of what the Patriots were last year. Making it all the way up to the Super Bowl. But I think we might be halfway there. Could I see us winning a playoff game with this roster right now? Absolutely not. But I think that the Dolphins are positioning themselves, and with players like this, is a great opportunity for you not to just start from zero. And that's what makes it a retool versus a rebuild. A rebuild is what we did in 2019 with Flores. We let go of everybody for whatever picks we can get. But this year, we're strategically getting rid of those big contracts. We're cleaning up our books and our money. And with that, I think you still need good players. Tyrell Dodson is going to help out a lot with this defense that right now is severely decimated. Because man, oh man, we don't really have We don't really have that many linebackers. I mean, we got some guys, but we're hurt. We don't have any corners. I mean, we have, but really. So yeah, that secondary needs a lot of help. I think Tyrell Dodson is a great player for us, and I wouldn't put it past the Dolphins keeping him, because the most you would get with Dodson, a four, not even a fourth, maybe a fifth, a sixth. I love our guys, but they're not as high as some of our fan base thinks that we were gonna get. But for a fifth round pick, I'm good. I'll stick to my guy because I know he's got experience. He's been giving me great production, and I can use him as a base where I don't have to start from zero and rebuild, and I can go ahead and just retool a few things here and there and be better. So that's why for me, Tyrell Dodson is a player that the Miami Dolphins should keep, and I truly believe they will keep because of what I just stated. I don't think this is a complete just waste of a year coming up. Initially, I did, but now thinking I look at it, I'm loving what Halfley and what Sullivan are doing. And Tyrell Dodson, I do believe wholeheartedly he will be part of that defense to help them make that happen in the future. So yeah, do I think he's the future for us? He could be, depending on what type of contracts he asks for, down the line with another extension. Again, he signed a 2-year deal. Now, some of these guys, they may want some more money, but they may understand, where our cap is. So again, if the numbers don't add up, I can see him being traded even for like a fifth or a sixth. But I don't know. I think that the Dolphins are gonna try their best to make it happen because again, he's a really great linebacker for us, and I love that. Even the first year, he played 8 games, started 3. He went from 36 combined tackles to the next year playing 16 games, starting all 16 of those games, and quadrupling his output in tackles, combined tackles. So yeah, I think that Dotson next year, oof, it's gonna be good. So that's why I think the Dolphins should keep him, and I think they will. Absolutely. What's a delusional? Dolphins are rebuilding, but you can't rebuild without a foundation. That is true. That is true. The AFC is 2026 is gonna be crazy, dude. This AFC is already looking nuts with this free agency. I can't wait. Michelle's like, no more Bama quarterbacks. Period. I'm telling you, I got PTSD from the last guy. Like, just main reason I can't want it. I can't want it more than what you can give. And I think he wanted it, but I think his body gave out on him. And that sucks. That sucks. I wish him well, you know, if he accomplishes a ton of stuff, Baruch Hashem. I'm so happy for him and his beautiful family. And I'm so much happier for me, my sanity. Just saying. Jeez. Defense good sign UDFA, Jack Strand, University of Minnesota, Moorhead. 6'5", reach defense as well. It's good arm and is mobile. I get it for quarterbacks, but nah, man. Again, I do look up all my draft stuff in order for me to go through it. But yeah, I'm feeling like this is good. Feeling like this is good. And let's see here. Last but not least, the Miami Dolphins should and must keep Jordan Brooks, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, because man, oh man, Jordan Brooks has been such a phenomenal addition to this defense, to this team. My man literally was the number one tackler of the year. Led in combined tackles for 183 total tackles, 99. Dang, I wish you would have gotten one more to get 100. 99 solo tackles with 84 assisted tackles. He had 3.5 sacks, 13 tackles for loss. My goodness. 3 pass deflections, 1 fumble forced, 1 fumble recovery for 2 yards. That's funny. Jordan Brooks is what you want in any defensive team. As a linebacker, he's clearly a number one linebacker. He moves all around. He's good in man coverage. He's good in zone coverage. I absolutely love Jordan Brooks. Right now, he's got an expiring contract. He does. Now we could restructure him. We can give him an extension. It just all depends on what the Dolphins want to do. But the thing is, we don't have money. And that's the dilemma that the Dolphins are in right now when it comes to Jordan Brooks. The very lack of money. Could the Dolphins make it happen? Of course. I truly believe that they can. Because if you send him to an extension, you just make this year be the cheapest. Put him at $1 million, whatever the league minimum is with everything, and then push everything out for a couple years from now. Yeah, you can do that. Now I've heard some interesting, contracts solutions. 3 years, 48 million, 16 million average per year with a $28 million guaranteed. That would really be a 2-year guaranteed deal, essentially. Guarantee the first 2 years, give yourself an out in the third year. But if you backloaded, just to give yourself some cap room, that'll be better because next year, since we're eating up so much dead cap this year, next year, we're going to have a lot of, well, not a lot, but we're going to have a really good, decent amount of cap room. And on top of that, too, we know the cap goes up every single year, which should be able to alleviate that in the next 2 upcoming years. So for me, is it doable? Yes. I wholeheartedly believe the Miami Dolphins can get this man signed. I know his agent's probably telling him, you're not playing on this last year because if you get hurt, it's a liability for us. This could be the last time he gets a nice little bag before moving on. Now, he's 28 years old, guys. He's not 30. So he's still young. He's hitting his prime. So he knows he can get some good money. But I think what would be more enticing would be the 3-year length of it. Because let's say we do sign him, extend him to, he's what, 28, 29, 30, 31? He'll be 31, right, in 3 years? That's still young enough for him to get a nice other bag, depending on his production and things like that. And I think that he would be able to get and garnish, barring injury, obviously, another decent contract afterwards because he's only 28 right now. And that's something that we definitely should be considering since the Miami Dolphins need help in that defense. And he's been so effective. Now, we ran a lot of 3-4s. Hafley is rumored to be placing us into a 4-3, but I still feel like whether it's 3-4 or 4-3 base defense, Jordan Brooks can adjust to it. So for me, I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him. I'm giving him an extension, but we're rebuilding. Yeah, but again, if we're not going to straight up tank, let's be honest, which everything the Dolphins are doing kind of shows you like we're not trying to tank. We want to, we want to do what the Patriots did. I'm like, okay, fine, cool. Then that means that you're gonna have to, find ways to pay some of these guys. I think Jordan Brooks should definitely be one of them, and that'll give you some wiggle room with the cap space as well. Because you can make this year the least amount, put it towards the last 2 years, and kind of, help your cap room out that way as well. But can the Dolphins trade him? Absolutely. Everybody's tradable. What have we been saying? Everybody's tradable. Everybody's tradable. And right now, it is rumored, ladies and gentlemen, that the Cowboys are heavy on Jordan Brooks. Oh, they are coming in hot. One of the trade rumors that I saw is the Miami Dolphins would give Jordan Brooks to the Cowboys. And then the Cowboys would give the Miami Dolphins they will swap picks in that first round. So the Dolphins go from 30th to 20th. And I believe an additional second round pick on top of that too. I thought it was actually very interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. Swapping first and going up 10 spots, that's really good because guess what the Dolphins can do? They can pick at 20th, or they can take that, flip it, and get even more picks. So you can take that 20th into 2 seconds. Or you can take that and maybe for a next year's first and a second this year. The opportunities are endless when it comes to first round picks. So swapping and going up 10 spots, ooh, that's cream of the crop. That's great. Great opportunity for the Dolphins. Obviously, knowing that the Cowboys are going to have to pay him, you know what I mean? I don't think they would mind. Jerry Jones pays everybody, so he definitely wouldn't mind. And Jordan Brooks's agent, he wouldn't mind either, because the dollars are there in in Dallas. The dollars are there in Dallas. Ah. So yeah, I definitely would. I definitely do think the Dolphins should keep him, because if we're not gonna go and really burn this puppy down, and I mean burn it like 2019, then no. If you're just retooling, this is a guy. This is a guy you put your money behind, and he's only 28. I wish people understood how young that is. This is great because now we're letting go of those big contracts and staying young, getting younger too. And that's what I'm loving. So the Dolphins should keep Jordan Brooks. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, they give me a Laramie Tunsil. We'll give you 2 firsts for Brooks. I'm like, do you want Delta, American Airlines, Southwest? Which plane do you want, Jordan? Because we are shipping you to Dallas today. Like, hey man, I will come in and help you pack. Like, bye. Are you 2 first round picks for this man? Yeah. Yeah. Because think about it. Let's say the Dolphins swap the 20th pick and Cowboys give us their first next year. I'm absolutely doing that. Which next year, obviously, being that it's the year after, it's really more equivalent of like a second round pick. Cowboys have 2 picks though. Maybe I mean, will they give a pick 15th for Brooks? I don't think so. They need a lot of help. But You give me two first. I mean, hands down, if they give me 15, if they give me pick 12, would they funny. They pick right behind the Dolphins. We're 11th. They pick 12th this year. They pick 20th also, and then we pick 30th. Well, it's I think 6 teams that have two first round picks this year. Man, bye. I'm sorry. That is too juicy. You giving me both your first this year, which it would be an absolute overpay. Thank you. Come again. But if they swap me and I go up 10 spots that I can still trade down to, and you giving me your first for next year, and let's be honest, look, sorry, Cowboys fans, do not be mad at me when I say this. You guys will make the playoffs and do absolutely nothing about it. You will do absolutely nothing about it. So therefore, that's gonna be another 20th pick on top of our pick. Because look, I'm not. Can we win 10 games? Anybody can win anything. The Patriots did it last year, and we're like, where did they come from? They had the easiest schedule, but they still did it. It's still a professional team. You got to play and win. So, yeah. Yeah, I think the Cowboys will make it this year by like one game. But that's the desperation that I think Jerry Jones is kind of displaying, like, because those rumors, they came fast for Jordan Brooks. I mean, fast. I wouldn't put it past them sometime this week, maybe even next week, or right before the draft or during the draft. Da-na-na, da-na-na. The Miami Dolphins are trading their pick with Dallas Cowboys for. So, yeah, you never know. You never know. But you give me two first, and you tell me which airport you'd like to move out. We got Fort Lauderdale. We've got what do you call it? Like, just saying. Now I know that John Eric Sullivan really wants to get another first round pick next year. So if the Cowboys are willing to move or let's say switch 20th for number 30 and then give us their first next year, that'll make it happen for sure. And I mean, John Erickson, he might be able to squeeze out a second round pick with that too. A swapping first, getting a first and a second this year, because that first next year is really a second. So you're really getting 2 seconds and swapping a first. But the value of that second first round pick in 2027, pairing it with ours, it's going to give us so much more flexibility when it comes to the draft if we do want to move up for a guy, let's say, AKA quarterback, because that seems to be a much better quarterback class. So that's why. Yeah. That's why I do truly believe that's where we are. Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Brooks. He's such a great asset. Either way, whether we get picks for him and trade him, or we keep him, sign him, and we go ahead and give him that extension, because it would be such a short extension. 3 years. Like I said, what is it? 3 years, 48 million, right? 48 million, 16 million per, and guaranteed 28 million, maybe even 30 million. But we spread that out within the 3 years, you know what I mean? With an out after the second year. Yeah, I think the Dolphins can do that. Bring his cap hit very low this year and backload it into the next 2 years. That's something we can do. So, but yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Brooks, one of the top 5 defensive players I think Miami Dolphins should keep, and I think they will keep unless they get the right price. What's up, hot dog? Nobody's trading a first for a linebacker. Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. Desperate teams, they do desperate things. What's up, Bata? Oh, bad out of hell. Welcome. After the draft position by position, we would be a better team than last year. Dude, quarterback alone. Did she just do that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because if any time in the last 6 years we would have had better quarterback play, I wholeheartedly believe we would have won at least one playoff game. Heck, if Flores would have still been here, nobody's moving me off of this. We would have made the AFC Championship game. Minimum. Not saying winning it, but I do wholeheartedly believe we would have made it. Look what the playoffs did. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Michelle, I love this comment. Love Jordan Brooks. The man has great assets. Facts. I get you, girl. He does. Dolphins are rebuilding, but you can't rebuild without a foundation. Exactly. We're gonna do more with less. We're gonna be better than last year. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Um, listen, and we love Brooks. We love HN for the right press. If somebody gives me 2 firsts for HN, thank you for the years you gave the Miami Dolphins, sir. Have a wonderful day in your new adventure. Oh yeah, we'll still watch you. I'm gonna still root for you until you play the Dolphins. But yeah, but bye. Like, what are we doing? Like everybody's tradable. It's already burned down 175 million dead cap trade. Everyone but the water boy. Yeah, we can't trade it. Like we could, but it would just be so much for the Dolphins. Honestly, it really would be. But there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Another great show, another great episode over here at the Miss Phins Show, guys. Do me a favor if you haven't done so already. Please hit that like button, guys. Share, subscribe, let everybody else know. Shout out special. Listen to me. Special shout out to all of the members of the channel. Your small contribution every year means so much. Every single month you guys contribute really does help out the channel, guys. We're gonna be talking draft coming up soon. I'm gonna try to see if I can do what I'm trying to do is give you guys like the top 3 guys in the positions that I like that I think we could get. Um yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. And that way I can start doing mock drafts, but with intent. Because I hated doing mock drafts with Greer. It irked me. I just refused. You were not gonna catch me. I mean, not mock draft, draft content. Like in-depth nope. Not with Greer. Oh God, I can't stand that man. Not with Greer. But now that we got Halfley and we got John Eric Sullivan, I'm like, you know what? It's a new regime. Let's do it this year. So that's what I got planned on for the next steps. Also gonna be giving you guys updated video. Let me see how my tomorrow looks. Cause maybe tomorrow I'll do recap Fridays. Hey. And give you guys a recap so far of free agency and how it looks. Also got in the works. I got a special guest that I'm gonna be bringing on. I gotta check his schedule out to see. But it's gonna be great, and I can't wait to bring him on. He already agreed to it. We're just waiting for like free agency to kind of like go. So I figure, last week, this week, possibly next week I reach out to him and see. But it's very exciting. So that's also something else that we're working on for you guys, and a complete new layout for the show. I've been working on it, but I'm not gonna like half send it out. You know what I mean? New intros, new stuff. My logo stays the same, baby. I love my logo. And my merch, man, the merch there. I'm just finding the best way to get it distributed to you guys. You know what I mean? So that's probably it. But yeah, it's a lot of things coming up for the show, and I appreciate all you guys that are still here, guys. And guess what? We're still growing. We're still getting better on our road to 3,000. So I don't even want 2,000 no more. Now I need 3,000 subs, guys. We're going for three. We're going for 3,000 subs. So help out Miss Phins, share, like, subscribe to the channel. Let all your friends and family know. And on top of that, too, you know, grandparents, your older aunts and uncles, take their phones. If they don't have YouTube, which every phone should have YouTube, but if they don't, add it. And go subscribe on my behalf. Just hit subscribe. That's it. You know what I mean? And that way they'll be good. And then I get another subscriber. You know, maybe they'll like it. Who knows? What's up, Joe Rich? Another one of our awesome members. Thank you, man, for your support. I really do appreciate it. We're getting out of here, though, but go ahead and catch that replay, man. I appreciate all you guys coming through. Peace out, hot dog. See you, delusional. Better hell, Joe. Michelle, appreciate you. Cat for life. Thank you. Chef Jew in the building. Love all you guys. Linda, an amazing, amazing woman right there. Thank you so much for coming through. But continue to, get this done for you guys. Jay Gatto, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're not gone. Listen to me. I know I told you guys, and if you didn't hear, I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. I was busting my butt this past year, man. It paid off because I got promoted, but Hashem. So that's why Miss Phins was a little irregular this year, but I needed to hustle, man, because it pays the bills. So until you guys, this channel can provide this for me and my family, where I don't have to work a regular job, then yeah, I gotta bust it a little bit. I gotta continue to progress my career. But I'm so grateful for you guys to support and still being here. You know what I mean? Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. So I will catch you. I'm gonna try to see maybe about now that I'm here now with this promo, it's much better. um Maybe I'm gonna see if I can do maybe like a recap video tomorrow. So come check that out. And like I said, if you want to become a member, you want to join the channel, guys, we got 3-4 different tiers for you guys. It's a monthly donation. It helps out the channel so much. All shout out to everybody that donates to the channel: Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, super stickers, super chats, super thanks. You guys are the best. And honestly, it literally keeps the lights on. So thank you for that, because there's no Miss Phins without you guys. We have been building this from the ground up. So I appreciate you guys being here. And like I said, for the members, you guys are getting my videos first. You're getting it first before anybody else. So I want you to know that. Why? Because you guys are literally giving of your hard-earned money every month to the channel. I want to be able to do that for you. And I'm also thinking about maybe a monthly raffle. I've got a couple stuff that I wanted to raffle off. So I want to go ahead and do that. I've got that Merino jersey. I've got a little Waddle. I still got a little Waddle Funko Pop as well. So it's a couple stuff that I want to raffle off for you guys. But yeah, I appreciate it. So thank you so much, guys. We're doing a lot for the channel, and I appreciate you still being here. Fins up, guys. Love you, and I will catch you guys later. Take care and bye-bye.